Thank you, MekWarriors, and welcome back to another episode of MegaMek as we get to the campaigns of the Striking Serpents. And last time, Diamondback had a brawl at the middle of the night, which ended up they won, but oh god, it was frustrating. And now we're going to be able to work out some of that frustrating by binging, brought to you by Microsoft, bringing out our brand new, semi-brand new, Assault Lance to just beat the ever-living crap out of people and feel better about doing it. That is a lot of them. I don't know what they're gonna do about that. Weapon systems, give me damage high-low. PCs and a large laser. We're not gonna get in around this turn. That much is clear. The Blackjack actually though probably will be in range of us because he has AC2s. You similarly, yeah, your range caps out as well. Stalker will be a similar problem. Very low since that's your PPC. And the crosscut? No, the Crockett. Everybody maintaining a nice, steady, advancing battle line. No target. Target. No targets. Technically, I should check this as well, but no. And no target. Followed up finally, of course, by no target. The nice and easy round where nobody needed to do anything dangerous. But this is just going to be basically two sledgehammers smashing into each other. Should be able to take advantage of that. Did you all go into the low ground? You cheeky jerks. Oh good, the Jenner came up. Let's see if we can't execute their best pilot. Anyway. Plop, plop, and don't even bother. Shooting PPCs. You have LRMs. Unfortunately, they're out of range. Well, he's not, so give him a little bit of love. So the opening skirmishing fire going down here. God, this is such a jank loadout. There's so many different weapon systems going on here. Give you damage high-low. Your AC-10 and your large lasers pretty much sync up. They do. Which is just out of range. And the Hyperion triple drill lasers. And then that's all you got? Yeah. Whole bunch of missing. Lots of missing going on. The Griffin did manage to hit the Alice with 6 missiles for 6 damage. And the Jenner hit the Stalker. Wait, with SRMs? I didn't think we were in SRM, right? Oh, right, no, we didn't have any more shots to go down. March it forward. Nice it. We're in 3062 now. Did we ever attain one, I think? There's only a handful of king crabs. Yeah, the king crabs are super, super rare. There's like 8 of them in all of creation. Unless you're Comstar, in which case, you know, every other crab you run across is a king crab. Rocket can continue as well. I should probably tighten the skirmisher lineup a bit, but I'm actually reasonably happy with it. Bring it in tight. Missed 3 9s. Yes, you did. Adder can bring that Jenner home. Can Adder bring home a Jenner? I mean, Adder can shoot a Jenner. I don't know about bringing it home intact. That might be a little bit beyond what they're quite capable of doing. Not that they're not great pilots. It's just that, well, the Jenner isn't exactly well known for its heavy armor. What a great day. The nerds thinking about what they're going to have to do. They kind of outnumber us, just a little bit. There's 2 full lances here, and another one on the way. So it's going to be a good old-fashioned. Oh, that was probably not your best plan. I mean, you do you and all, but this is going to hurt a lot. Oh wait, no. Apparently no PPCs are used in that maneuver. Just the large laser. Buzz. And we won't bother with the flamer. What do you expect when Starleague lore says that their company is entirely consistent of the same mech? So you get a company of king crabs, you get 12 king crabs. Or Jenner Muppet Pilot. He may survive. I mean, I'm not going to count him out immediately. You never know. What else you got in range? 10s, 13s, 11s, 12s, 12s, and a 10. Well, if 9's my best roll, I'm going to throw the 9. Stalker could probably engage that as well. It's a Stinger. I'm really tempted to shoot it just to murder it for all of the annoyance that Stingers have given me recently. Really just doesn't sync up with any of your other ranges. Yeah, just pop the PPC. It's a huge waste of heat, but it is what it is. Alright, twin larges. And then last, of course, will be Hyperion. Hyperion at optimal range is a 6 because of the pilot. I will even throw in a couple of medium lasers. I am at a range where I could just go full medium laser spam on him. Let's go check out what full medium laser spam does to him. How much heat I have left over to do other things with. Not much. I'll throw it extra. Yeah, maybe not. Just enjoy the full medium laser burn. Wolverine missed. Atlas hits the Jenner with a large laser, which is nice. And then a whole bunch of medium lasers missed, except for the one. The Wolverine misses. The Atlas with the LRM-15s misses, so it's Jaegers. And the Griffin does not connect. Just a whole bunch of missing going on in here. And all in all, a pretty disappointing result. Probably should have fired the large lasers. I was hoping for just a little bit more than that, but okay. That didn't work out. They're less rare, at least. I think there's actually some in this contract. Well, we've seen one. How often that will ever repeat, we don't actually know. We don't really have much of a big crash crunch weapon, do we? It's a problem, actually. Crockett, come over here. Burn your turn. Oh, thugs? Yeah, thugs show up all the time. They're actually not quite that rare. I want to burn somebody down. I gotta burn somebody down togetherness here. More weapons in. Do a nice steady walk, although I can get up to the +2, which would be pretty handy to have. That'll put the rifleman in a really dangerous position. Need to study up on mechs from this era more while keeping my tank personally doing so keep check. Good luck. You'll need it. The Hyperion's really not much of a long range mech. More of a close-in connection, which means that the Jaeger going ahead is a little bit terrifying. They're just not special. There rolls today? Yeah, I've noticed that. It has not been good for the RNGs. That probably came into a really nice range for the large lasers. He is running for 3, which is always fun. I really want to keep the Jaeger's Atlas tied up with that. I don't. Jaeger has better things to do with his time. Like this. Wait until I have to do a piloting check. Hopefully that piloting check is far, far in the future, where we don't have to worry about it. We can sacrifice the way for luck. That would be the areas he has in somewhere in case of dire emergencies. Wait, what? Oh, the Ares is the super heavy? Yeah, no. Oh, the Jenner is crippled and withdrawing, according to that. I don't think you quite realize what crippled and withdrawing would indicate, but hey, we're gonna have a nice little game. Alright, PPCs obviously are not the thing we're gonna be doing when we're at this kind of range. Fire up the larges and the mediums. Still 8s, which is not great, but I'll take it. Don't add the flamer, no reason to. Atlas. Did you? Oh, you walked right into perfect range. Okay. And I may as well lob an SRM just to keep the temperature up. You are going to finish annihilating this guy for making really, really dumb decisions. I'm going to actually set these to range. Hello. That way I can more easily set him up. I'm going to drag the medium laser to the top of that, so that I always lead with it. On a flamer, because why not? E10, 13s, that's not going to hit. Those probably will not hit also. Fire that. Done with that. And the Hyperion. Well, he's at optimal range for a large laser strike. But as we learned, medium lasers are superior to large lasers. It was a fact that came out of our testing. All the SRMs, 18 of them. A Lance of Triskelions. Various tanks are way better than the Atlas, plus being over the design limit makes for fun melee. Green seems like a better sorting tool for assaults with high-low. Actually, no, when you're mentioning it. With the way that he has misery set, or his sort of pseudo misery set up, yeah. But that's mostly because he's got such a smorgasbord of weapon systems that damage doesn't really make sense to sort him by. Normally it is, but then no, not with the way that he's got it. Because his range overlaps are all over the place. Okay, Wolverine shoots and hits the Atlas K-Ogre twice for 10 damage. Misses with the SRM-6. Missing going on, K-Ogre shoots back, hits the pilot in the head because he's a badass like that, and then proceeds to hit literally every single shot. Oh no, everything but 2. Although one of those was his large laser, so he may get docked extra points for that one. Docker lights up the Jenner, hits him in the head, rather gets a critical hit in the head too, and doesn't manage to kill the pilot. That's disappointing. Then proceeded to miss with 2 SRM-6s and a flamer. Stinger accomplishing nothing, as Stingers are wont to do. Surprisingly, wow, Pyro coming out with the twin 11 roll, so that's not too bad at all. So that'll be 18 damage from him. Blackjack hitting a Stalker, but who gives a shit about a Blackjack? From this range anyway. Griffin hits the Crockett with a PPC, and the Crockett with LRM. So 16 damage in total on that one. And finally, of course, here comes our Atlas LS. That's the Hyperion, and we're missing 4 of the medium lasers, and hitting with most of the other things. Large laser did connect. The Wolverine did stay standing, which is a tragic disappointment. If you wouldn't mind, just there we go. That's what we were hoping for. So that Jenner ain't going nowhere. And he bails. We will now use Talik first to go pick up this pilot. In fact, Talik, you're gonna jump to get this pilot. Just so that he has some defense. I don't want to attract all the fire to him. Do they checks for just 2s? Here, hopefully when we start killing Cretans in 39, we'll pick a few up. Hell, I hit something. Don't you roll like that piloting checks? Oh, we can dream. Oh, that's far too tempting. Think they know that that's far too tempting? Oh shit, you toasted yourself, that's why. That's why they did it. I really need to keep you at range. Bag it up. I do want to throw K-Ogre into a melee combat. I got to hit 3 in order to protect myself from heat. That is not going to happen. Alright, you back up. If they're smart, they'll try and wrap around Kyogre, which is why I'm moving him last. Can I punch the Griffin or any mech? Once we get you into range, sure. I was gonna try and throw you against the Griffin. Unfortunately, you're a little bit too toasty because I threw in the large laser. Why would we fight the Kyuremans? We just fight Fedcom and rake in the Sonos. Crockett. Let's be conservative with this Crockett. It can be very tempting to just throw the Crockett into various battle situations. Feel that that would be a mistake. Because I'm going to be nice and gentle with it. Vanguard the Coward. He's got 4 large lasers. I'd like to utilize them. Why are you backing me up? Because you need to shed some heat right now. That I can throw you into the fray next round. You have a little bit more of a flexible range band. Also, I don't want you getting wrapped up by that. Can you just charge you in? If that's a joke, then sure. If you want to know the more serious answer to that, because I'm not happy with this concave that's developing, so I would like to start creating options for myself. But you couldn't get into range to punch this round anyway. So pushing you up in here just places you in everybody's optimal range, and that's not smart. Especially with the riflemen on the way, and they have reinforcements that'll be coming up. So we step back, we give a little bit of ground, we position for better position. Remember, do the Davians and the company may highly disagree with that. There you go. Like, I want to back Kyogre up as well. This Griffin threatens me if I move here to try and engage this directly. So it's all just bad. Which means the proper role is to push out here. Disrupt their formation. Gunner ejected. Perfect. Now I'm going to hurt you. Or you. You're a lot more bang, actually. Bang for the buck. You do the same bang for the buck, but at longer range. But since you're on 7s, I'm going to torch you. Keep that temperature under control. You were at optimal for that. That's a 7. That's an 8. That'll be in there. Wolverine got on way out on 9 as well. Yeah, I won't pass up the 7. 45 damage is a sufficient amount for me to want to have an optimal usage here. That. A whole bunch of SRMs into his back. And no need for the flavor. Doomworks don't care about country? Yeah. Wolverine just did a 360 spin. Yeah, they tend to do that, just for giggles. If that were the case, then why is it I'm not interested in Seabills? That's a good question that I think only you can answer.
New target
so
acquired.
Tentacle Shogun. Hey Tirak, do you take custom emblem submissions for BTA? The polish is too fan. Yes, we do. Yeah, I wouldn't mind changing that if somebody wanted to submit one. But thank you. You've been with us for 2 months. If you have the Heartbeat emote, send it over Tentacle Shogun's way. He deserves it. I don't want to engage him, but that's pointless. You're 14, which makes you pointless. That's 14 as well. So we're getting picked apart by all of these lighter elements, and I'm not happy about it. Very much not happy about it. Go for a heat control burn. I'm gonna deal with you. You're 6s. That's what I wanted. And we'll be heat neutral in the next round, which will be perfect. Could cut my pay in half and I wouldn't care. Really? Can I get that in writing? Oh, Wolverine lighting up the Atlas. Not doing all that much today. Phoenix Hawk similarly not accomplishing anything, but at least it was our friend. More unaccomplishments. Wow, Kyogre just whiffing 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row. Of the 7 shots he fired, he hit once with a 55% on everyone. So Kyogre underperforming hard. Griffin opening fire on the Atlas. And still knocking out big chunks. We got to take control of these Griffins pretty soon. They're dealing far too large chunks of damage. Speaking of taking control, we then followed up with managing to hit with Jaeger's LRM-15s. 12, 9, and 9. Ugh, that's a little light. Rothman lighting up the LSKG. Now, you missed all 10s, but you still missed all of them, which is a little disappointing. Stinger beating the crap out of the back of our Atlas, which is not good. And the Crockett missing his fire as well. The LS missing 2 6s and hitting the 3rd. So, have a company caused by Vodka. So that's a little less than ideal. Atlases, you guys are definitely leaning too much into the sunk. I'm gonna need you to step up a bit. Here we go, double punch. Okay, you blow off his left arm and then his right arm. Which is a thing, I guess. Because we dealt 20 damage to him, he had to roll. He did a 9, rolled a 4, and he's on the ground. And there, we picked up their initiative. Hello, Kyogre. Did you get you murdering? You just whiffed 6 out of 7 shots. So... So we're trying to get you to do murder things? You're just not really doing murder things. Yes, you did punch things. And the target is now on the ground, which I will send you after. The Crockett do a little bit of cleanup. Roll better ones? No, it's you who's rolling. Them's the rules, remember? I'm responsible for all our genius tactical decisions, and you guys are all responsible for all your failures to roll. But when it goes well, it's only because my clever and intellectual design brought about the perfect outcome. Are you going to get up or are you going to eject? Scribble and withdrawing. Hey, he got up. He's armless and he got up. Hopefully the Crockett will be able to shoot him in the back. Yes, genius shade. Pure genius. What are you going to do? I mostly look around and watch the VODs, but I wasn't doing that. Well, we're happy to have you. So they get blamed for the bad rolls by the person rolling the dice. Hey, their spirits are the ones that roll the dice. After all, it is a random number generator. Oh, that's so tempting. Oh, that's really tempting. It's mod 3 on that one, but oh. Fuck it, I'm gonna do it. Oh, enemy reinforcements have arrived. Anyone good at hijacking RNGs and changing so we look at good rolls? Only in your dreams. Care and kick off that Griffin's head. That's the hope. That is exactly the hope. You are going to just do this. Which leaves you open to the blackjack, but I believe your armors are good. Should be fine. See? Genius tactical positioning. I've gotten behind 3 separate mechs. With Atlases, no less. All in the same turn. What else would that be other than tactical genius? MekHQ. And now you're going to chase after him. You're going to take your 3. And that should actually put you at proper close range. It does. Stinger, drop, and then critical damaging himself. Because he's an idiot. Alright, obviously I can't shoot PPCs at a Griffin, but I can fire medium lasers and large lasers. And you know what? Sure, I'll throw in the Flamer too, just because it's funny. Jaeger is not designed for this kind of close range combat, but we're going to utilize it anyway because, well, much like several versions of the Hunchback, he actually has an astonishing laser barrage. If he can roll, which, as we've seen, has not been a guarantee. All 8s on that one. So attempting to fire PPC, but I'm not going to. 10s. Pyro, what is wrong with you? Oh yeah, the jump. That's what screwed you. Now, fire the AC-10 and a large laser and figure out what's going on later. Hi there. Maximum medium laser barrage. Execute. He has 12 SRMs and 4 medium lasers in close range. Yes, but he's got 45 long-range missiles. That Jenner is in somewhat decent shape. Sort of, I suppose. Hits an Atlas firing at the Griffin, large laser, punching through his center torso rear, and then MekHQ, I need you to go in and attend to medical, because yeah, you got problems. We're gonna have to have you take the eye exam again. You're then coming up hitting with, well, at least Jaeger can hit with most of his stuff, even getting critical hits on the engine. More time at the range. Yup. Rifleman hitting with an AC-5, so you know, long range medium laser. Stalker accomplishing nothing. Okay, that time I'm a little bit more disappointed than last time because it was 8s instead of 10s. So not great. Atlas is just getting lit up on this one. Rocket missing everything, but it was 10s. There's other problems that need to be addressed for that one. And a whole bunch of medium laser fire into the side of the Griffin. Only 2 misses on that one, so at least we're doing that. Griffin and the Wolverine stay standing. Alright, give him the boot. That'll be a 5. And we're gonna go, that'll be twin 8s. I could go for the kick instead for the 6. Ooh, that's tempting. How vulnerable are your legs at the moment? 20 damage to the leg would not destroy it, but you know, a whole bunch of punches to your back. Multiple AC-10 shots. Theoretically, you could kill him. I'm gonna go with theoretical. And maximum punch. Alright, MekHQ has managed to kick the center torso square in the rear and destroy the entire mech with 1 kick. Lovely. The Jaeger then followed up with 2 successful punches, however, it didn't hit the center torso rear. And then that left only the Hyperion to hit 3 out of his 4 punches, blowing off the left torso and the left arm, so that's a little bit of a redundancy there. So for a Griffin, that means literally nothing. Aside from some armor.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
No Crockett, there's no Crockett. So you've lost probably half your jump jets, right? Yes, you did. Lovely. That'll throw. That'll slow them down a little bit. Push in on the striker. I might actually be able to kill it from long range. Really, the only thing that matters is a Saladin. So, I'm gonna charge you. We're gonna push the Stalker as hard as we can. See what happens. I was hoping you would move one of these. Crockett, how fast did he move? He moved a mod of 3. Because of course he did. You can bring him to medium range off a 3 walk. That'll be hopefully an 8. Because we're not jumping, although he did get further. Could try and go for the blackjack, but that won't get anywhere. Oh, you just picked the wrong attempt to leave. I don't know if you knew that, but life's about to get very painful for you. Is it looking for the next victim? To death, and you have nothing to say about it. You managed to plant that boot right through the center torso. It was rather impressive, actually. I was hoping for a headshot, but you know what? I'll take it. Alright. MekHQ can push the blackjack. I anticipate the Wolverine will try and go after the back of the Atlas, which the Stalker is conveniently covering. Jaeger can fall back and start engaging these tanks. Although these are hover tanks, so they're probably... Yeah, they're mod 4. Jesus. So hitting that's going to be a... probably not a likely occurrence. Let's be honest with ourselves. Dead is dead. Guns off the field. That is an argument that can be made, yes. Give me a weapon system alarm 15 and back it up. No, I would need to be there for an optimal shot on that Wolverine. I assume. Well, the Wolverine only did a run, he didn't jump. For a little bit of extra accuracy, it looks like. Bring your restrooms around. Not as closely as I'd like. I could charge after our little Wolverine over here, which probably is the best plan. I'm not going to be able to hit those hover tanks anyway because of the mod 4. It's just not going to happen. Atlas. Large lasers. 7 versus a 7. So it's 6 and 1/2 dozen the other. How badly burned are you? What is your armor? You've presented to me your left side in that. I'm not gonna question it. I'm just gonna turn on all the lasers. Because if you're gonna do that to me, I might blow off your leg, and that's game over, and you know it. Medium lasers, because they're the most important thing to fire first. Because the medium laser will open up larger holes in than the SRMs. And the SRMs will crit more often. Darker twists. Perfect range for an LRM-10 strike. Fire up with that. Twist as well. That'll be an 8 versus a 10. Still a 10. You know what? I will throw your heat away on the vague hope that I managed to hit the Stinger and kill him this round. You, once again, are just going to ignite all the medium lasers. Because it's the most raw damage that you can do. Why are this so hand? Playing that KO falling back to save damage seems wise. See, Vanguard before was like, no, charge, everybody needs to be on forward, and then it's like, full back. Here comes Pyro again, with a 10 and an 11. So, what the hell, Pyro? Managing to beat the ever-living crap out of the back of this Stinger here. Oh, let's see, KO lighten up, and getting penetrations on that Griffin for the gyro. No, he said himself. Okay. And there it goes. Engine destruction. Did you manage to not blow the entire thing right? With the last flamer, you blew him up. He had one internal structure left. I should have kept the flamer off. That would have saved the Griffin. Now you are just going to give him a kick. Atlas hits him. That's a hip and a jump jet. He fell because of it. And that's probably going to be a dead Wolverine next round. Probably. There's no guarantees. We need to move you. I don't want to move you to the front. Be aggressive, but people are saying they want to fall back. There's the Crockett in them. Stinger was not meant for this one. He's still alive, so there is that. But I was very impressed that Pyro managed to hit him both times with large lasers. So he's actually doing really well when it comes to very hard to hit shots. So we do have that much going for us. I don't need to leak any closer than he is though, especially with that Saladin on the way, so back it up. I'm gonna back use that PVC. Ooh, he's coming right for us. I'm backing up as well. You're just gonna move right there. I will deal with you later, Mr. Wolverine. For now, the Saladin's the most dangerous thing on the field. That was a lot of Wolverines, I've noticed though. Blackjack with a little bit of a hop. Stinger bounce in full auto mode. I've got to get... This is actually the smartest play because I've got to get away from that cannon. In order to do that, I need to cross this line, which we've done. So I anticipate the Wolverine's going to bounce behind me, but that'll put him in dangers for the Crockett. Pyro's probably going to get shot at by this thing because he's the only target I've had of the Phoenix Hawk. But I anticipate the Phoenix Hawk is going to jump. So, Talik will get shot probably, actually. Yeah, we were farming XP. See what that does. Might have an opportunity to kill this Pegasus. And if I do, then that'll be a nice, comfortable position. Now, he can jump, and he's probably going to jump. I anticipate he'll jump somewhere around here. Or here. Right there. Maybe there. Well, the Dutchie's actually the one currently making the decision. Before their Wolverine, which is probably flopping around like a dead fish. This Wolverine. And he bounces far to the left. He's going to go after Talik. Alright, so Talik is the one that's about to get shot with this Saladin. They're going to gang up on him. As will the Blackjack. So this cluster is working over in this. Yeah, that Wolverine ain't going nowhere. Beanstalk, of course, jumping out as he should be. Gonna be 8s to hit the Saladin. That's fine. We knew that. You, on the other hand, I'm gonna split some fire here, I think. Possibly. Double tap with the 7s. Most of this is actually going your way. I'll step on him, and that'll be the way we'll do that. Your left side is currently favored towards me, which I think was probably a mistake on your part, but hey, who am I to judge? Just the one with the SRMs. 12 and 11. Unless I have a new shot over here. 12 and 11 as well. Gang up. Gang up everything we got. I'm gonna go after the Blackjack. Theoretically, I should be able to burn through the Blackjack like a hot knife through butter. Or I could pop off the Saracen. It's only a medium hover tank after all. Bring you up. Alright, so Kager knocking out the Saladin with pretty much no trouble at all. The question is, what would the Saladin do before it died? Wolverine shooting the Atlas, lighting it up quite a bit. Jaeger immobilizing his targets. Not really accomplishing much beyond that. Oh, I must have reset his missiles because I'm only seeing 4 medium lasers. That's a shame. Saracen hitting the Atlas, who cares? The Stalker hits the Wolverine, blows off his left arm. Hitting his right arm on the other side, critting out his cannon. That's lovely. Saladin fired and missed. Oh, he missed by 1. That's quite lucky, actually. Wolverine falls and breaks even more of his stuff. The Blackjack also falls. So having a bit of a bad day, are we? Put a boot through him. And that'll blow off his left leg, which I believe knocks out both of his legs, and that'll be 63%. Alright, so victory all around. We do control the battlefields. We are the masters of disaster. Alright, we can take a Wolverine. And these are tanks that are worthless, and let's just salvage. Grab the Wolverine. I know a guy who likes Wolverines. I don't know why he likes them, but he does. Oh god. That's great. The General was killed by ejection, but the person on top of him that took it was Stalker with Talik in it. The Pegasus Scout hover tank was killed by our boy Jaeger, the Lady Freya. And then the Wolverine killed by, I'm pretty certain it was killed by Kyogre on that one, I think. I declare that battle a La Pimp Slap. Time for a wool. And I did well. It's like me. What about you? The Jenner? Yes. So I think that does it for the kills. Kyogre grabbing up another 3 because he's a madman. Hyperion grabbing 1 from that Griffin that it utterly annihilated. Although both the Hyperion and Kyogre's mech really had a couple of really bad rounds there. Alright, disconnected. Lovely. Got our stuff back. We got some new people. Can I get the strategy 1? I mean, I think you already have it. At Vanguard. Fund XP. Current skills. Stratagem 1. Congratulations, you may now reroll shit. Unless it's tactics that's required for that, in which case, well. You have a strategy now. Jagger, you're at 20. I think you need to be at 40? Yeah, you need 40 XP before you can level up, unless you wanted one of the special abilities, such as Melee Specialist or Hopping Jack. I don't recommend Hopping Jack, mainly because you don't have jump jets, and so that would be pretty worthless to you. Dragon, you need 40, so you're stuck on that. All in all, not bad. And the damage wasn't all that heavy either. The worst of it was some armor shaving. Crockett getting a little bit lightly shaved, Hyperion lightly shaved. This is modern now because you got down to 6 armor in the CT. It's pretty rough. Feel the strategic power flowing through. Save with the points? Okay. So I can't fix any of the assaults. I do have a brand new mech that I do need to put back together, I suppose. You're taken, okay. To the Wolverine! Actually, no, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just pack everything away. So, mothball unit. Durand can do that. I can free up some of my people who are currently stuck doing various jobs. And tomorrow is when we'll worry about fixing all the other things. Do that. Why do I have so many? Never mind. I was wondering why I had so many of them not in mothballs, but probably just got away from me a little bit. I do need to change that, so. We have a Shadowhawk. But everybody can do it in one day? No, Edward, the human can still do it. Today is going to be Mothball Day. Probably tomorrow as well, since I've already got everything repaired on the units that I can normally fix. Recording mics? Yeah, we tend to do that a lot. It's just something that you kind of get used to doing. God, this Shadowhawks is garbage. Shadowhawks generally are, but that one in particular is just junk. So you can look up that. And I'm going to want to clear some people up. Work on other things later. I have unmaintained units. A wreck, isn't it? High tech. Sure, take you can work on that. There we go. Hoarding, excuse me, one of those mechs is collecting dust. Yeah, we're burning through pretty much everybody. We could have Cecil work on him. He'll be too busy with 3 days because of his maintenance requirements. But this will free up even more. Which gives us more time on our techs. Which, when you've got 6 mechs currently undergoing refit, you really need as much time as you can get out of your techs. Out of your good techs, I should say. Oh, this is going to be a bad one. I'm going to put an end here for the YouTube people, but don't worry, we'll be rocking our way through Boa's mission. So yeah, to my YouTube people, thank you very much for watching. I've been Tyric. If you like what you're seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to see a notification every single time we release one of the videos, press that little bell icon. Leave a comment and I will see you all in the next episode.